Hey, welcome back to Skinny is Not the Goal, where I'm documenting my health journey, which includes gardening, which is primarily what we're updating today. I'm out a little bit later than I intended to be this morning because we're in Oklahoma and it's all 100-degree days these days, so it's hot. But it's not too hot to spray. So I'm gonna do a little spraying on the pumpkins today. So the pumpkins are by far, they're our best crop right now. They're looking great. I sprayed last week for some squash bugs and those sort of things, and I'm about to go back out. It's a pyrithian mix, an organic mix with neem oil, I think canola, something else. So we're trying to be preventative to keep these plants from getting mobbed up, and hopefully we'll have a little patch of pumpkins that we can sell and use here in a couple months. So that's the goal. So I'm gonna get some water in my sprayer and then meet y'all out there at the pumpkins. All right, guys, welcome back to the garden, the pumpkin patch. And guys, it's really looking pretty good. All the plants are looking healthy. That drip irrigation, I have fertilizer going through that drip irrigation, so I really think it's compensating for the soil that I have out here. I don't have much compost at all in this bed. Now, I have had a garden in this section before, so there has been stuff planted here and nutrients applied to this, but I have a new fertilizing system where it's just in the drip line now, and it makes it so much easier to get it right where I want it and kind of keep a consistent feed. I can control how much gets released when it gets watered, because I'm right now having to water twice a day because it's so hot and dry in Oklahoma right now that we're just trying to keep these plants happy as we go through this stressful drought out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray up this field and get this, spray up this little patch here and get this done. I'm trying to drench the leaves and everything on these plants right now. This is why I'm spraying, let me show you. I just spotted it on this plant. This is why you gotta spray the underside of these leaves and the top sides. I see some on the top side. Look right there. You see that? You see, what plant was that on? It might have been on the back of this one. Well, I can tell you, hopefully the camera's picking up, those are little eggs. Those little eggs, I'm guessing, are squash bugs. The spray that I'm spraying will kill eggs at this stage, so hopefully we're knocking them out. This is why we're out here today, trying to prevent this crap from taking off. See if we can get it done here. I'll even remove these suckers by hand. I mean, that's how gross I am. All right, I'm running out of spray, especially since I'm trying to get underneath the leaves too, where that's also another place where they lay those little eggs I just showed you. So, and I gotta say, I saw 2 squash bugs over in the 3rd row over. I doused them in this insecticide that's supposed to kill all stages of them, so hopefully we freaking get them. Time to go fill up and I'll finish the spray. All right, guys, that's pretty much the short and long of it. If you'll see me, I went back through there and tried to spray on the tops of all the leaves and on the stalks of them to the ground. And then I went back and I turned my nozzle up and I tried to get the under leaves, to get any eggs that were hanging out on these under leaves here, because they'll put those eggs everywhere. So just trying to hit them all best I can. There's some eggs right there on the under leaves. Douse those bitches. Guys, I just hope this is enough to keep these suckers at bay. We'll find out, man. There's only so much I can control. We can spray and spray, but we also need pollinators. Oh, let me show you something real quick. Check this out. What I saw over here. You'll like this. Even though it's a pumpkin field, we finally have some watermelons. You see them in there? You see them hiding down in there? There they are. Little guy's coming around. There's also another guy on the other side of that plant too. So, man, here you are, living and learning with Luke. Hopefully we'll have some pumpkin and some watermelon, even if it's just a couple of watermelon.
The next day.
In this bed, so I'm gonna weed this bed, but first, I wanna show y'all my favorite zinnia. If you see the Dead Set Society logo that I've been putting up, the middle's supposed to be a zinnia because it's my favorite flower, and this is one of my very favorite colors. Look, it's the golden yellow. Right next to the pretty yellow giant marigold. Look at this yellow. So two great plants back here. I'm loving watching these take off. But there's Johnson grass everywhere. So I'm about to pull the crap out of that, and then I need to throw some seeds down. So we'll do that. Go team. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, so I've traditionally had troubles growing carrots, getting them to germinate. So I'm trying Johnny's seeds, pelleted carrot seeds. It just has like a clay little covering around the tiny carrot seed, so it's easier to plant. I'm just gonna try to drop those in there and pretty much put them on the surface of the soil, and we'll see. So let's see if we can turn this into a carrot bed here. All right, we're gonna see how that goes. So guys, safe to say I'm still learning a lot about gardening, and next year I'm gonna plant so much more. And there's a couple things I have to do to be able to pull that off next year. One is getting that greenhouse back there, shorten it up and get some new plastic on it so it can be used in March when you have seeds that you started in February ready to go out, and maybe we can climate control it to where those plants will be ready to go. Like here in Oklahoma, usually last frost day is like April 15-ish. So if we can have some plants ready to go in the ground in April, then we could potentially be ready, and we would be ready for the farmers markets that usually start off in late May, early June. So living and learning, guys. So that's really the wrap. Real quick, the cool thing about these pelleted seeds, look, can you see all those little white dots in there? Those are all seeds. So we're hoping that those will germinate and we have carrots for the fall. So stick around, we'll find out eventually if it works or not. Striking a swing and a miss or hitting home runs. It's kind of the way I go with gardening. So Y'all saw the pumpkin field's doing good. I will tell you, I'm battling squash bugs. I think I'm gonna have to walk that field every single day, every single morning. I went out there and I cultivated it, as y'all saw, and I killed probably 8 or 10 squash bugs that I found, and I found eggs on plant leaves, so I fixed those, killed those, and we'll see. Hopefully we can get them there. All right, guys, that's the update. I don't think I might have enough for a farmer's market this week, so I'm not gonna go, but I'll release last week's farmer's market. And then hopefully I get enough pickles ready and okra stocked for next week to hit that market. So skinny is not the goal. Health journey all the way around, growing food, working out, staying locked in, wanting y'all to come with me because I am wanting to, ultimately, I want to help people. So if anything you're working on, gardening, weight loss, man, get at me.